Hello, Rovers. My name is Carissa Gowan, and I'm the Deputy Director of the Department of Aging and Disabilities. We're so glad to have you here for our IT Week. More than ever, it's important to find new ways to connect to our friends and our family. That's why today we have some great tutorials lined up for you. Sit back and relax and listen to Joe DeVillio sing Slow Hand. Then learn how to use Skype, Google Hangout, and Zoom. Afterwards, why not use your new skills to register for our 7 p.m. Zoom event on dementia? Stay tuned to see tonight's riddle and try your luck in the comments section below. Please be sure to come back again tomorrow to see your answer. Our best to families and friends, and stay strong.
Okay, this next one was a special request by one of the girls from South County, Barbara. She said I better do this today, so, you know, it's kind of an off-color song, and that's why she likes it from me. Barbara, this one's for you. You making me do this.
I'm ready.
If I get in trouble, it's your fault.
It's off-color, so I'll be fine.
He said if he gets in trouble, it's your fault.
Come on, clap. Oh, the midnight moon is drifting through the lazy sway of the trees. I saw that look in your eye, look to the night, not seeing what you wanted to see. Darling, don't say a word, 'cause I already heard what your body's saying to mine. You're tired of fast moves, you got a slow groove on your mind. You want a man with a slow hand, you want a lover with an easy touch. You want somebody who will spend some time, not come and go in a heated rush. Baby, believe me, I understand. When it comes to love, you want a slow hand. Hi, Vera. On the shadowed ground, with no one around, blanket of stars in our eyes, we were drifting free like two lost leaves on the crazy wind of the night. Darling, don't say a word, 'cause I already heard what your body's saying to mine. If you want all night, you know it's all right. 'Cause I got the time. You find your man with the slow hand, you got your lover with his easy touch. I am somebody who will spend some time, not come and go in a heated rush. Baby, believe me, I understand. When it comes to love, you find your slow hand, you got your lover with his easy touch. I am somebody who will spend some time, not come and go in a heated rush. Baby, believe me, I understand. When it comes to love, I am your slow hand.
Hey everyone, in today's video, I wanted to show you how to use Skype. So if you're new to Skype, I'll walk you through some of the best options that Skype has to offer. Skype is basically a video and audio or a chat application, and it's available for many different devices from your iPhone to Android phones to a desktop. In this video, we'll look at the desktop version. It's actually one of my favorite tools to use for video chatting and collaborating with colleagues. So jump into Skype.com. It's owned by Microsoft. So you'll get to this page here and you could go ahead and download Skype here for your device, or you could check here for the different devices that it has right here. But I already downloaded it for my Mac here. And once you download it, again, press download. It will download it here to your Mac and it will open up once you finish the download process. And once you launch Skype for the first time, you'll have to create an account. I already have one, but if you didn't have one, go ahead and create an account from scratch here. This will create a Microsoft account that you could use for Skype. So it's going to either ask for your phone number or email. So go through the process. I already made an account here, so I'm going to go ahead and click my username here and sign in. And this is what the Skype window looks like. I want to show you some of the most important elements here. On top, you're going to have your name here. And if you click your name, you could actually change your status from being active to away or do not disturb or invisible. So this is an important thing to know and to be able to change anytime. Your Skype username is what's underneath your name. So this is my Skype username right underneath my name. And then underneath that, it says share what you're up to. If you use Facebook, for example, this is similar to a Facebook status. So you could either type in or choose some of this here as your status. So if you're in a meeting, for example, you could do that. And it's going to say I'm in a meeting here. And you could see your Skype profile and things like that underneath. I'm going to just go ahead and click here to get out of there. Underneath that, this is the most important things that you would do on Skype. You have your chat box here, your chat icon, your calls, your contact, and your notifications. So under chats, these are all the different people that I chat with here. And on their calls, these are the people I've had calls with on Skype. This is my contact list. So everybody that's been connected with me on Skype is here. And at any time, under any of these, I could start a new chat, call, or so on by pressing this plus sign and say new group chat or new private conversation. Same with call. I could press and choose a call to start a new call. And if I wanted to add another contact and I have their Skype name, I could press contact, find the people and invite them to my Skype here to have a conversation with them. And notification is going to just show you some of the things about Skype, such as new updates here. And as always, it has a search option where you could search for people, groups, or messages all right over here. I'm going to X out of that. And if you click this recent chat, you could sort by different time or messages that are unread. So that's the option here. That's basically everything on this side that you need to know. And you could click this dot section here to get a dial box here where you could call any number here using Skype. Now, this will take some credits, so this is not the free portion of Skype, but you could make calls internationally here very easily to any mobile device, and you could get credit here for that. But if someone else is using Skype, these should be all free options here that you're going to be using. So let's go ahead and start a message here. So I'm under the chat icon, and I could always go in the middle here and start a conversation. I could always click that and search for someone to chat with. But in this case, I'm just going to go under the chat icon and press the plus sign here to start a new chat. So I'll say new chat, and then I have to choose someone I want to chat with. This actually has a bot. So this is a tech app bot. I could start this conversation with a bot here. And here on your messages, take a look at some of the things that you'll be using most often. Type your message here. So this is obviously a simple chat box. So if I type a message here, the other person can reply to me by doing the same thing under this chat box. And you have a bunch of different options for sending files, transferring money, video messages, and everything, even sharing a location here. And when it gets sent to someone, this little icon shows up that they read the message, they received the message here. So now they could reply back. That's what's going on the bottom. You also have your emoji icon to choose a bunch of different emojis, GIFs, stickers, and so on. On top, these are the things that I use the most. You have your video icon to start a video call. You could start an audio call with the telephone icon, and you could add other people and make this a group chat. So right now it's a single chat between me and the tech app. So as you could see, this chat box, I just asked it, how are you? And it responded to me and it's typing. When it types, it usually gives you this message. So now I could start the video chat, the audio chat, or turn this into a group message. These are the options I have. And as I mentioned before, I could always send it different types of files here. You could even drag and drop files into this, like images and PDFs, and it will send it to them. So that's a basic overview of using the Skype app on your desktop. Again, it's pretty much the same on Windows or on Mac. This is the desktop version. The mobile version is a little bit different, but the same fundamental features apply. So here's an incoming call coming from a video, so I could press that and start a call. In this case, I'm gonna press decline here and decline that call. So that's what happens when someone calls you. In this case, it was the chatbot trying to contact me. I hope you found this quick video useful. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for videos just like this posted every single day on this channel. And I hope to catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Hey everyone, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to use Google Hangouts. And Google Hangouts has 3 primary features. You could use it to send text messages using photos as attachments, just like any other text message app. You could use it to video chat. That's probably the most useful option. You could have 10 people in a room for video chatting. It's great for holding small classrooms or meetings. And you could also make phone calls with it. So you could actually use someone's phone number, and for US and Canada, it's actually free to do that. And if you're making international calls in different countries from country to country, there might be a small fee attached to making phone calls. But you could also video chat for free and have the microphone turned on and the video turned off, so you could do voice calls that way. There are also apps for Google Hangouts on Android and iOS. In this video, I'm not going to focus on those at all. I'm going to focus on the website version of Google Hangouts that everybody has access to without having to download an app. I'll make a separate video for the app version, and I'll put it in the description below this video. Now, the easiest way to go to Google Hangouts is by going to hangouts.google.com and make sure you log into your Google or Gmail account. Now, if you don't have one, you should make a Google account. This does require you to do that. So once you do that, you will come to this page. You could also press these squares over here and all the Google services show up here. So you could drag Hangout right here to somewhere near the top of where you would use that app most of the time. So you could just press that, and then that will bring you to this page right here where I'm at. This is also available on the side of Gmail, but I like to just come over here. It makes the process a lot easier than using it inside of Gmail. This is where you would see it on Gmail when you go to gmail.com, for example, where you could add contacts, have conversations, and phone calls right here on the side. But for this video, I'm gonna focus on hangouts.google.com. So the 3 main features, video calls, phone calls, and messages, are what I'm going to cover here one at a time. We'll start with messages. Now, if you press messages, you'll get this sidebar here, and you could enter name, email, or phone number to start a message. So I'm going to go ahead and type a name here. You could also start with a group if you want to add multiple people, but you could always add people after you invite one person. So I just typed someone's name here. Again, if you know their email or phone number, it's a little bit easier. If they're not on Hangout already, it will send them an invite to join Hangout. And if they don't show up on Hangouts, means they've never used Hangouts before, you'll have to type in their email here if you don't see them on the search bar here. But in this case, I do, so I'm going to go ahead and invite this person. And that will initiate this box right here where I could start my chat on the bottom. So let me say hello here, and they responded right there. So that's how you would initiate a text-based message conversation. And you could press the plus sign up here if you wanted to add more people and turn this into a group. I'm going to go ahead and cancel. And you could press this to video chat with this one individual. I'm going to show you that under the video call, but to initiate it under the message, that's over here. I'll show you all about that in a second. You could also, on the very bottom, press this option right here, the photos option, and you could access your web camera or upload photos here, or from your photo library. You could send it from anywhere and it will pop up in this message box. So let me go ahead and send a photo. And as you can see, just like that, they received the photo when I pressed enter. So now let me show you the video call, and then lastly, I'll show you voice call. So if I press video call here, it's gonna initiate a video call, but it's different from this chat call. So I'll still have to initiate a conversation and invite someone or send them a URL here. So again, I'll invite Jordan here one more time and I'll press invite. Now this is different than this chat box here. they're gonna have to agree to join me in the video chat. And it looks like they joined me. Hey. And here, the few things I want to show you is I could go ahead and turn off my camera here. So my camera is gone. I could still see them. I could go ahead and mute myself. I just muted myself. Now they can't hear me, but they could still see me. Or I could do the combination of the two, and I could hang up in the center. I could also press this on the left side to send them a message, and everybody on this call, if I added more people, will receive that message. And on top, if I press this plus icon, I could add more people and turn this into a group hangout. And then you have some settings over here, like sharing your screen or going full screen. I'm gonna go ahead and hang up. See ya. And that will end the call, the video call right there. So now that's the main thing people use this for, to have up to 10 people in that world. If you want to do more than 10 people, another option is using a software called Zoom at zoom.us. That will let you have up to 100 people and up to 1,000 people with the paid version. Let me finally show you the phone call option. Let me press that one. And again, it's the same thing. Every time you press one of these, it will have you create a new conversation. If you didn't want to do that every time, in one of these options, you could just go ahead and video chat as part of the message. But for phone calls, let me start a new conversation. Again, every time you want to do that, it will be on this side. You could also press the plus sign, and it's going to show you how to sign up for a Google Voice number too, if you don't have a phone number to start with. So again, let me type out Jordan's phone number here, and I'll call him. And I'll go ahead and call that number, and over here is calling, and now I'm calling a cell phone in the US. So this is going to be free for me, and it's going to tell you right here, but some other international calls might charge you a little bit of money.
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so this phone call works. I could mute myself again. I could hang up here, or I could press some of these settings to change my microphone. Now, if you're using this for the Hangout option with the video, or if you're using this to teach or hold meetings, I recommend getting a mic like I have here. I'll put a link to this in the description below. You could pick this up. It's a USB mic, and it makes your audio sound a lot better. I'm using it right now to record this video. I'm gonna go ahead and cancel, and see you later. I'll hang up this call. And finally, the few options I haven't talked about yet. If you press these three dots, again, you could see all the things that we went through here, like adding contacts, conversations, phone calls. But there's also apps here you could download. So you could do Android or iOS, and you could basically have people on the Android or iOS app communicate with you on this browser version of Hangouts. So it's a really nice way to kind of cross-communicate between different devices. And I'll make a separate video about the iOS version of this Google Hangouts. Now, I hope one of the features of Google Hangout could be beneficial for you. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for easy-to-follow tech videos just like this one. And I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, it's Farah from Zoom. We've had a lot of requests lately to have a quick 101 starter guide on how to get started with Zoom. So I'm going to share with you today how you can sign up for your account and how you can very easily download our software. After that, I'll have a series of videos teaching you how to schedule meetings in either Outlook or Gmail, as well as how to manage participants once you're running a session. Look out for some advanced sessions coming up in the future as well. Thanks for joining. First thing we want to review today is how you can sign up for your account. You can do this very easily by heading over to zoom.us. This is our homepage, and you'll see in the upper right-hand corner that you have the ability to sign up for an account in the corner. It is completely free, and you'll just want to enter your email address in here. You can do this with your work email or a personal email address as well. Once you sign up, you will receive an email from Zoom that will allow you to finish registration, and then you can go to sign in. It's that easy. The second thing that you'll want to do is head over to our downloads page, which you can find by heading over to zoom.us/download. And you can also reach that spot by heading to the bottom of the page. You'll see a gallery where you can click download. In our download center, you will want to download our software, which is the Zoom client for meetings, as well as our add-in or plugin for Microsoft. The add-in will allow you to connect with 365, and the plugin will allow you to connect with legacy versions of Microsoft, 2016, I believe, in 2013. And then we also have the Zoom extension for browsers. If you're on Chrome or Firefox, you will want to download those as well. I'll go over our Zoom on your mobile phone in a future session as well. Go ahead and click one of the download buttons to get started. Once you have those up and running, you can sign into your extension on your browser. You can sign into your Outlook add-in, and you can also sign into the desktop client to stay live within Zoom. Follow up with my next video to see how you can schedule these meetings easily. Thanks so much for joining.
When you're joining a Zoom meeting, you'll see a video preview pop up that prompts you to determine whether you'd like to join the meeting with your video enabled or disabled by default. Simply select the option to join into the meeting using the preference you've selected. Joining and configuring your audio and video within a Zoom meeting is quick and easy. If you see the Join Audio icon in the bottom left-hand corner of your Zoom meeting window toolbar, simply select the icon and select Join with Computer Audio. You'll also notice there is the option to test your speaker and microphone prior to joining the meeting. However, if you're already connected and others are having issues hearing you or you're having difficulty hearing others, navigate to the up caret to the right of the mute and unmute button where you can test your speaker and microphone on the fly. When you select Test Speaker and Microphone, you'll be presented with a series of steps. Simply follow the prompts by answering yes or no to connect your audio properly. During a Zoom meeting, you can also start or stop your video at any point by selecting the Start Video icon, like this. Simply select Stop Video to stop your video feed from being shared with others. You can also adjust your audio input and output sources on the fly from the up caret as well. And also you can adjust if you have multiple web camera sources, you can adjust your web camera source on the fly also.
Scheduling a meeting from the Zoom web portal is quick and easy. From the Meetings tab, click the Schedule a New Meeting button. You're able to change the topic of that meeting, in addition to the date, the time, and the duration of that meeting. If it needs to occur frequently, you're able to set this as a recurring meeting and change how often it will occur. You're also able to change settings like generating a unique one-time 9-digit meeting ID or using your personal meeting ID. You're able to require a meeting password and change the video default settings for both the host and the participants in your meetings. You're also able to go further and enable Join Before Host, muting participants upon entry, and the waiting room feature. Once you've scheduled the meeting, you're able to add it to your Google, Outlook, or Yahoo calendar, or scroll down and copy the invitation so that you can paste it and share it with anyone that will need to join your session.